So the first thing, if I look at the downtrend rules, so the downtrend rules, and I will cover that now, so don't worry about that. I'm going to go back to my slides and show you the downtrend rules. So if you want to jot it down, you can do that. Okay, so don't worry about that currently. So I'm just going to show you how I trade this pin bar system. So the first thing that I do, usually it works in a trend. So for a downtrend, I'll be looking for a pin bar. I will be looking for a bearish pin bar. Okay, so that's the first thing you need to look for in a downtrend. For instance, this is a downtrend. You can see price is moving downwards. Okay, so we'll be looking here in this trend for a bearish pin bar. Okay, so don't worry. As I always say, trading Forex is patience, patience, patience. If you don't find a setup now, don't worry, there will be another one. Okay, if you missed one, remember I say setups is like a bus. You miss one, there will always be another one. There will always be another bus to catch. Okay, so we can see if we can find some good ones here that I can show you. Good examples. If I can quickly scroll over them right here. And don't worry, when you start learning the system, your eye will just have a lot of practice, and you will easily see it, start seeing the pin bars as you go on. So I'm just going to try to get a nice trend for us so that I can show you in a nice trend. Okay, here I found one here, and I'm going to mark it for you. Let's look at this one. There's a nice pin bar. How do you know if it's a bearish pin bar? And how do you know if it's a bullish pin bar? A bearish pin bar is when the body is red, because remember, my bearish candles are red. A bullish one is when the body of that pin bar is green. But if you use blue or something like that, doesn't matter. Just to show you what I do. Somebody's asking me, what time frames do I use? I like to trade. You can use any time frames trading this one. I like trading the 1 hour because, as I mentioned in the first two, that I like to have time on my hands. I hated to sit in front of the PC and just stare at the charts. I want time on my hands, and even if I can trade the 4 hours, yes, I also do that. And then somebody say, will the rules and system be explained in a PDF since the delay makes it hard to follow? Yes, we can do that, so you can download that afterwards. If you just contact us afterwards at the end of the webinar, I'll just give you the details on how you should get this gift of yours and everything. So just hang in there with me. So let's say you've got this one here. So I'm going to use this line here. So the first thing that you do in the rules is, if you find for downtrend, and this is a downtrend, okay? So if you find a downtrend, then you find a pin bar. The first thing we need to do here is, I'm going to just move this line out of the way, and the only indicator that I use for this system is I use the EMA, the exponential moving average. So what I do is I will go to moving average, click on it, I go there to the parameters, and I will make it dark blue like that. I will change this to exponential. I will change this to 21 and change that to 0, keep it to close, and I'll say OK. Okay, so now I've got a moving average there. So can you see this blue line moving straight up there? So what I'm checking, number one, do I find a pin bar in a downtrend? Does that pin bar find resistance? Remember, they find resistance at the top. Okay, so here I've got the EMA 21, like I've explained to you now, exponential moving average. So the pin bar is finding resistance at that moving average there. That means he just tried to break through, but it couldn't break through, so it was not successful. And then I saw it's a pin bar, it's a bearish pin bar, so what do I do now? So all that I do is, rule number 2, I place a pending order 5 to 10 pips below the low of the pin bar. This is the low of the pin bar at the bottom there. So the first thing I need to do is I'm going to use different color lines. So what I'm going to do is, for my entry, I'm going to use a green line, for instance. I'm going to make this one nice and green. That green, that'll be fine. Okay, so I'm going to use this one as my stop loss. You know, that's the red one, bad news. And the green one for the entry. And then I'm going to use another color here for my take profit. So I can make my take profit a nice orange color. Okay, so now I've got it there. So the first thing that you need to do, rule number 2, place a pending order 5 to 10 pips below the low of the pin bar. There's the low of the pin bar. We look at 5 to 10 pips, so you can decide if you want to place it 5. Let's look at that, 5. Put it right there, a little bit up. And the pending order. So this pending order, you need to put this pending order about 5 pips. I'm just trying to read a question here. About 5 pips underneath the low there. Okay. So, I'm going to give you some more information here because I need to give it to you. I didn't want to give it to you, but let me give it to you at this stage. I wanted to give it to you at a later stage. But the gift that I'm going to give you is something that's going to help you with this system. Okay? Precisely. It's going to help you a lot with this system. So, please hang in there with me. Like I say, when I first saw this thing, when they developed it for me, I was so excited that you just can't believe it. But you don't have to take my word for it. Just hang in there and you'll see it for yourself. So let's go back to the system. So this is the low of that pin bar. So 5 pips underneath it. I'll place a pending order. To be 100% in detail, that pending order should be a sell stop. Alright? That's the first thing you need to do. Rule number 3. Place a stop loss 5 to 10 pips above the high of the pin bar. So again, you can decide 5 to 10 pips. I usually would use a 5 pip because I'm very conservative as far as my money is concerned. So I'm going to move it 5 pips right there. Okay, so that will be my entry. That will be my stop loss. And rule number 4. If the entry is not triggered within 3 to 5 candles, delete the pending order and wait for the next signal. So if it's not entered, now you wait 3 bars, and if you did not enter, you just delete it. Don't keep it in there for further. But let's quickly look at the take profit part. So the take profit, when you're placing your targets, we really want to be able to make at least one-on-one profit. That means if you're risking 5 pips or 50 pips, you want to make at least 50 pips. Okay, and now this move definitely hit a 1-to-1 profit target as I tested it. So let's look at this. Now, how do you determine your risk? You go to your entry, your pending order there. You go up and you see it's 39 pips. So I'm risking 39 pips. Okay, so somebody's asking, when you say 3 bars, then delete the order, do you mean 3 hours? Yes, if it's an hourly chart, remember, on an hourly chart, every hour makes 1 bar. If it's in a 5-minute chart, every 5 minutes make 1 bar. So after 3 bars, if it doesn't go within 3 to 5 candles, delete it. Okay, that's the rule number 4. If entry is not triggered within 3 to 5 candles, delete the pending order and wait for the next signal. And this is something that you need to decide. So I'm back to my trade here. So if I go and measure it, it's 39 pips. Let's say 40 pips. Okay, so what will I do? I will also put, it's a one-on-one, so what I risk, I will take profit. So I'll also move mine here to 40 pips. Okay, so my take profit is 40 pips. My Stop loss is 40 pips. Now somebody's asking me here, another thing, what risk reward ratio do you aim for? And I hope this answered that question. And remember what I explained to you in the first two webinars. Never ever ever risk more than 2% of your account on a trade. So I will explain at one time for you how I work that out precisely in pips. Okay. So, and that determines what the volume is that you should do. So let's look at this trade. I've put my pending order here, and that is a sell stop. I've put my stop loss 5 pips above this one. The first thing I was looking for a pin bar that found resistance from the exponential moving average line. Okay, so I did find that, and there's the pin bar, and I can see it's in a trend, so it shows me it's going to go with a trend. So I've put this in there, and look what happened there. It triggered at the next bar, and the second hour it just got my take profit there, and this was a nice 40 pips. So yes, somebody's asking here, how exactly do you determine the trend, and what time frame do you use to determine the trend? You'll find out with the EMA, this blue line. It shows you what the trend is doing. You can see that. And if I like to look at what the trend is, and if what the trend really is doing, is then I will minimize. It's easy if I minimize. I'm going to show you maybe. Sorry for those people that there's a delay. So I've minimized here. Can you see how I can see there's a trend there? There's a trend busy going down. Okay, you can see there's an uptrend. You can see that with this line 100% if you just minimize it. Alright, so let's get back to the trade, and there's it. So on the second candle, the next second hour, I got my take profit, and it was a nice 40 pips into the bank. You know, it is so simple. It is so simple. But remember, it doesn't mean if something is complicated. It shouldn't be complicated to be able to make money. This is a simple way of trading, and I can tell you, if you use it 100% the correct way, you're going to make money from it. Okay, for those people, I just want to say here, the recordings will be posted on Facebook fan page at www.facebook.com/Forex Income Map, and our YouTube channel, www.youtube.com/Forex Income Map. So, just for those people that's quite frustrating and worrying. Okay, so let's look at another one here to see if I can find another one for you to show, maybe in an uptrend. So let's look to find if we can see an uptrend here. Aha. You can see precisely what happened here. I'm just going to show you randomly here now. I'm looking for an uptrend. This shows me that there's an uptrend going. Can you see it? There's an uptrend going right there. Okay. Jeff is asking, what is the gift? Jeff is very curious. Well, Jeff, I can tell you this gift is amazing. It's something to do with the system, and I'm not going to want to tell you this now. Just give me a few minutes and I'll tell it to you now. So can you see this is an uptrend? So we can look here to find a pin bar in this uptrend. See if we can find a better one. I want to try and show you one that's really okay. I think this one is nice. So the first thing I'm looking for is, number one, I'm looking for an uptrend, because now we're looking at the uptrend rules. Okay, the first thing I'm looking here is an uptrend. I find an uptrend, then now I'm looking for a pin bar that will be a bullish pin bar in this uptrend, number one. Number two, that pin bar must find support from this blue EMA line. Okay, so there's the blue EMA line. You can see this is an uptrend. Okay, there's an uptrend, and I found my pin bar right here. Can you see there's my bullish pin bar? Can you see that it finds support on this line? It was testing this line and it was unsuccessful. So what will I do now? I will follow the rules. Rule number 1, the pin bar finds support in an uptrend at the 21 EMA. Okay, we found that. And we know it's a bullish pin bar because it's green. Right. Number 2, rule number 2, place a pending order 5 to 10 pips above the high of the pin bar. Okay, pending order again. This one is my entry orders, the green line. So I'll move it down there and let me find 5 pips right there. Okay, so I'm going to put it roughly there. That's 5 pips. Okay. Now, rule number 3, place a stop loss 5 to 10 pips below the low of the pin bar. Stop loss, this is my red line. So I'm going to move it 5 to 10 pips. I like to use 5 because I'm conservative with my risk, and place it right there roughly, and that's it. So now I determine where to place my take profit. To place my take profit is I find out what's my risk and I measure that, and it's 28, roughly 29. So I will go for a 1-on-1. So I will take the same as the risk. So roughly I'm going to move that there. So that's it. I've got my pending order. To be precisely in detail, that will be a buy stop. Okay, so and you put that one in there, you put your stop loss in there, and that's it. And remember, if the entry, rule number 4, if entry is not signaled within 3 to 5 candles, delete the pending order and wait for the next signal. Okay. I want to just show you, I'm trying to read here. So let's look at what happened to this trade. Okay, so it's placed there, and the very next bar, it triggers it right there, and then it started moving up and moving up. Now if you want to manage your risk, you can, the moment it moves past the halfway to your take profit, that's when I will take my stop loss and move it closer, and even to break even, to be in a free trade. And it took 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 hours, and I got my pips that I was looking for, 31 or 30 pips right there. Okay, so now, like I say again, please, this is just part of the system that I use, and I'm giving this to you. There is no ways that I can be able to give you my full system in an hour's time. There's just no ways, really. So please bear with me here. So this is just a small part of my system and the way that I'm trading, just to give you an idea what I'm doing, and this is really highly successful. And I hope that you understand it. I've showed you now a sell trade, and I've showed you a buy trade. And like I say again, please, this webinar is recorded, and we will definitely have it up for you there. And you can find it, like I say, number 1, you can find it there on YouTube at www.youtube.com/Forex Income Map, and you can find it on Facebook as www.facebook.com/Forex Income Map. Okay, so I think you can see why I say it's totally impossible to give you my system. I mean, I barely had time just to give you this part of it. But So let's move on to the next part. Some of you is really looking forward to it. So the recordings are posted on Facebook fan page also. So I'm trying to read 3 things at one time here. But let's move on here. Okay, so I'm going to wait until everybody see my slides again before I move on to the gift part. Okay, so if everybody can see my slide, which says pip key system, can you just give me an indication there? If you can see the pip key system before I can go on there. So I'll be waiting till everybody can see that. Yes, there's the first yes coming through. Good stuff. Yes, great. Another yes. Okay. The slides. Fantastic. Okay. Now, guys, we're coming to the close of the webinar. So, this is the uptrend rules, which I've showed you there, which I talked about, and like I said, I think the best, for the sake of time, we will definitely have it available, the rules, in a PDF format, so that you can download the rules with the gift that I'm going to give you now. Okay, so that's the downtrend rules, and now our competition winners. I hope they are here tonight. The 2 competition winners. First thing is Bartosz. Congratulations, Bartosz. You are one of the 2 people that will join me at the end of May for some one-on-one training. I'm not sure if Bartosz is here. And then the last winner here is Hedgehog. Malcolm. Well, congratulations there, Malcolm. And I'm looking forward to see you at the end of May. And let's move on to... Now, this is the part that you've been all waiting for. And as a way to say thank you and really to encourage you, I have developed a tool which I call the pip key. Together with the system and with the help of one of the best programmers in the world, this tool will help you find signals using the pip key system on your MetaTrader 4 platform. So please, you must understand this. This is not a robot. I don't like robots. And this is my personal feeling about robots. This will definitely help you to spot the signals. It won't trade for you. It will spot the signal, show you everything that you need to do, and it will even give you a signal, a bell on your platform that tells you, listen, there's a setup there and there, and then all that you need to do is go there and manually start doing what you have just what I've just learned, teach you to do here. Okay, so the good news is I will be giving the pip key to everyone in the future, so everyone will get it. But those of you who attended this webinar can get it today. Okay, so I would love to give it to you, and really I can't wait to see your faces when you see how this thing works. I was so excited about it. It's just unbelievable when it came back from this programmer, and it's just amazing. So all that you have to do to qualify to get it today is you need to write a review. You can either write a review on my Facebook fan page there or on my website. So I'm going to give you precisely step by step what to do. is number one. You go to www.facebook.com/Forex income map. That's the first thing you need to do. Step 2, you click on fan reviews. Okay, right at the bottom there. Step 3, you write a review and click on submit review. This is just for those people like me, that's not so used to Facebook. So, and then you click on submit review. Step 4, if the Facebook fan review application is not enabled on your account, on the next page, click on click to app. We've circled it there. So go to app. Step 5. On the next page, click on allow. You just click on allow there. If you click on submit review, then the review that you've just placed there will come onto my fan page. That's all. Step 6, you'll be taken back to your written review. Just click on submit review, and then you will see that your review will be submitted there. Okay, but don't worry, if you don't have a Facebook account, you can also post a review on my website. And the website address is www.forexincomemap.com/comments.php, and it's as simple as that. All that you need to do is you go at one of these, the fan page of the website, and just go and make a comment there, and once you've submitted your review, then please just drop me an email at support@forexincomemap.com. So that's all that you need to do. When you've made a review, you just drop me an email at support@forexincomemap.com, and I will send you your download link immediately. You've got that. It's just as simple as that. Remember, after you've submitted your review, just drop me an email. It's a review of this webinar, and if you've attended the other webinars also. So it will be a review of those. And remember, this recordings will be posted onto Facebook. Please. And once again, I want to thank you for being here, and I really want to encourage you, go out there, be consistent, take this trading, and it doesn't matter how, somebody's asking how long must this review be. Don't worry about how long the review must be. Just go and post it there. And yes, my webinars are available on YouTube. Well, you will see, somebody's asking, can we see how the pip key looks like? Yep. Not now, but you can see it immediately when you get it. Well, the review is not about the system. The review is about the webinars and what I've showed you, the part of the system here, this pip key system here. So that's the answer to Jing Wang. So yes, that's some of the last questions that I'll have time for. And again, please, it's simple as that. Once you've submitted your review, doesn't matter how long it is, that it's about this webinars and about what I've showed you here tonight, you can just throw me an email, which is sent at support@forexincomemap.com, and I will send you your download link immediately. And then there's a lot of thank yous coming straight through here. I really appreciate it. Thank you for your time. Thank you. You're a great bunch of guys, and I really enjoyed your positive way of reacting and interacting tonight or today or wherever you are in the world. And I really hope that you will be highly successful, and I really hope that I'll be able to come closer to you in future and really help you and support you in, helping to make you also successful. So thank you for the privilege to help you here, and I hope that you would enjoy the rest of your evening, the rest of your morning, the rest of your afternoon, wherever you are. And like I say, it's just a privilege. So I wish you all of the best, And I really hope to see some reviews from your side on my fan page, or visit me on my website. And I really hope that you will be blessed with pips in the future. And like I always say, may prosperity bore you as far as your trading and everything is concerned. Have a beautiful night, day or morning. Goodbye.